OSU alumna Gaytra Coggins is the epitome of loyal and true. Her family has been attending OSU since it was Oklahoma A&M, before homecoming even existed. She was a senior senator when Wes Watkins served as SGA president, and she was even best friends with Wally Funk. But of all of her amazing Oklahoma State stories, her best comes from the fall of 1959.
It is wonderful. I've heard all of my life about the celebration of homecoming, and OSU goes all out for it. And it is so heartwarming. I think I attended every one of them when I was going to school there. I've been a faithful homecoming person because it's part of the family.
For Gaytra Coggins, being an Oklahoma State cowboy is a family tradition. It's been that way for over 100 years and 5 generations.
I know that there was at least, just in my generation with me and my cousins, there's 3. Me, my brother, and my cousin Maddie all came here. And going back even further, there's too many to count. My lots of great-grandfather was on the first football team here and was roommates with Ed Gallagher.
And when they were in school together, it became apparent that Ed was going to go into wrestling instead of football. And when they parted in 1910, Ed said to my grandfather, "Bert, send me one," meaning a wrestler. My brother was a state champion wrestler, got a scholarship in wrestling under Myron Roderick. After one of the wrestling matches, which my grandfather attended, he took Sandy out to the cemetery where Ed Gallagher is buried. And he put his arm around Sandy and bowed his head and said, "Ed, I brought you one."
Her grandfather brought Gallagher a wrestler, and Gaytra wanted to bring her grandfather a crown.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, there was a whole room full of candidates that were vying for the role, okay? So they asked me why I wanted to be homecoming queen. So I told them the story about how my grandfather had 2 girls and no wrestlers, but he was also a member of the football team. So I said, I want to be out there on that football field for my grandfather. And he was there watching at homecoming, 1959. It was the greatest thrill of my life. Well, they formed my initials, GH, and of course I was totally oblivious to that. My grandfather knew it before I ever did.
She's very humble about it. She only brings it up when people start to bring up football and OSU and stuff like that. She doesn't like to boast it too much, but she definitely wears it with a lot of pride.
It was a wonderful, wonderful tribute to my grandfather.
Gaytra will be honored this year as part of Oklahoma State's 100th homecoming celebration. She will ride in the Sea of Orange parade again, 62 years after she was first crowned queen.
It's something that I'm gonna be remembering for the rest of my life. I can't say that I am gonna be happier in that moment than I have been in my entire life. It'll be very nice to share that moment with my whole family, and it'll be something I hold very close to my heart.
Means gold. Orange gold, of course. I almost get teary just thinking about it. It just is something that just, in my heart, I can't believe it. Just to think that everyone in my family has been so loyal to Oklahoma State. It's just a memory I shall cherish and treasure.
For State Magazine, I'm Megan Robinson.